Hey everyone, I'm Brenton, and welcome to Brenton's Question of the Week. Questions that collectors think about but don't always ask. So, last week's question on statues: what's more important to you, the way the character is portrayed or the base? So, here are some of the responses from the community. Joseph R. said, I think every statue needs to prioritize the character's portrayal over anything else, but I do think a good, potentially big, storytelling base, or one that does a good job as a setting adds a lot to a statue. I get why people want minimal bases, but if a base can get me to imagine a scene with the character, then I think that's pretty cool. Mojo Potato said, Ooh, the base on that statue is amazing. I got a pre-order at day one. Said no one ever. Statues will always be about the character and how they're portrayed. Cash to Gemini said, yeah, the base sometimes can take away from the statue, even with the new Sideshow Nightcrawler. Jelena Rakic said, good question, man. I think that the character should be the chief of the whole statue, but if the base is good and storytelling thing, then it's hard to decide. For example, Miles Morales from Sideshow. If that Venom head was done a little better like Queen Studios' bust, the base would beat character himself. And then what? Simply, the character and base exist together. Great base will lift the statue to a better level, in my opinion. Knight said, yes, a nice base to accentuate, tell a story, but not take away from the character. So thank you all for the great responses. So this week I've been thinking about, did you give up any old hobbies for a new hobby? So for example, I was into a lot of smaller scale figures, Marvel Legends, Mafex, Mezco, and also collecting some Hot Toys, but I've given up a lot of that to move more into statues. And I was just wondering if anyone else out there has given up something to move into a different hobby. So thank you everyone for watching. Please feel free to answer in the comments and come back next week to hear what other collectors had to say and